From fighting off Miguel's bullies in Season 1 of Cobra Kai to his nasty showdowns with Martin Kove in the second season, here's a look at all of William Zabka's best fight scenes. In all honesty, William's so talented that, between you and me, I'm pretty sure he's the real Karate Kid. That's right, Ralph Macchio, it's time you step aside, because William's acting career is decorated with a montage of impressive martial arts skills. Don't believe me? Here's a look at some of his best scenes from Cobra Kai. Obviously, I have to mention the scene from Season 1, where Johnny saves Miguel from the bullies. Zabka looks so effortless when he's beating up the bullies. You wouldn't think he ever took a break from karate to begin with. Like, damn, way to set the bar for the whole show. Then there's the first fight between Lawrence and Kreese from Season 2. Sure, Zabka's sloppy with his punches at first, and his kicks don't do much damage against Kove, though after a while, he gets the upper hand and almost wins. But then, the dojo sprinklers go off, so really there's no winner. Anyway, if you want to go down memory lane and enjoy an epic fighting montage, then the 6th episode of Season 2 is gonna do the trick. Because Zabka is on fire in that scene, man. Johnny's old gang is back together to give Tommy a final goodbye. And what's better than a bar fight? Zabka was fighting the guys at the bar like they were rag dolls, slamming people over furniture, twisting a dude's arm, and I could go on and on. He even sealed the deal by slamming an empty glass onto the last guy's head. Like I said, there's nothing better than a bar fight if Zabka's in it. Oh, and don't get me started on Johnny and LaRusso's garage fight from Season 3. One minute you're looking for your son, and the next you've got your past rival in a headlock. Not gonna lie, Zabka's performance was so good that I was rooting for Johnny both when he was against the thugs and Daniel. But wait, enough about me. What do fans think of his fighting style? Look, the answer's simple. Billy's practically got martial arts in his veins. That's how good he is. And the fans know that too. One fan commented that Zabka killed it with the fight scenes in Cobra Kai, while another shared that his character's one of the best fighters hands down. Some people even compared his fighting style to Gary Daniels, and shared that his fighting skills in movies like Shoot Fighter and High Voltage show just how good the guy is. I mean, sure, in the 90s Billy was in his prime, but his work in Cobra Kai shows that he's still got it, which is impressive on its own. Imagine being able to do most, if not all of your fighting scenes yourself. A stunt double? Sorry, Zabka's never heard of that. Anyway, it's clear that he's loved by fans. Or, well, his fighting style is more like it. One person said that he was definitely the real Karate Kid. What did I say about Macho having competition? Some fans even felt that he should have had bigger roles in movies since he was so talented, both as an actor and in terms of his martial arts. His work in High Voltage was unmatched. You can't change my mind. And fans agree too. It's like the Karate Kid all over again. Or, well, in another universe, where Martin Kove, or Kreese, is still Johnny Sensei. He even tells him to finish his opponent, just like in the Karate Kid. Plus, his fighting scenes in the movie The Power Within are great too. But what I want to know is how much training does Zabka have to do for his fight scenes? It didn't take him a lot of time in the past, because he trained in the martial arts for years after the Karate Kid series. But by the time Cobra Kai was in the works, he got a little rusty. He shared that coming back to the show helped him jump back into his routine real hard, so that he was camera ready. Zabka said karate's like riding a bike, because when you get back into the habit, your joints act up differently, and your muscles get sore. But hey, it's nothing a little training can't fix, and Zabka's routine was intense. He'd practice karate and taekwondo, and also do strength conditioning and cardio during his 12 to 14-hour workday. Zabka even followed a strict diet of lean protein and vegetables for Cobra Kai. The actor explained that he'd lost a lot of weight by the end of Season 1, and was as low as 176 pounds, eating around 1,700 calories each day. But that wasn't enough for him, so he balanced it back out to reach a weight of around 185 pounds back in 2019. To all the gym bros who are watching, don't worry, Zabka's calories are a lot higher now, and he even does strength and conditioning 3 times a week. I've got to say, all his training paid off because he's at his peak right now. If you don't believe me, then just rewatch Season 5 of Cobra Kai, and tell me how is he not one of the best, if not the best, fighters on the show. He's one of the greatest, no doubt. But what I want to know is how long does it take him to learn the fight scenes? Well, in terms of his work on Cobra Kai, he was on a tight schedule. Zabka explained that the actors don't have the luxury of having a lot of time to learn the fighting, because they have to follow the pace that the show's filming follows. And the thing is, it's not like Zabka can shrug off the fight scenes. They're really important to the show, because each fight serves a narrative purpose. They either highlight a rivalry, reveal something about a character, or push the story forward. It's gotta be authentic, even if the stunts learned in between rehearsing lines. You'd think someone as experienced as William would be a pro at fighting scenes, but he's not immune to injuries during a fight. There was one scene from Season 2 that really took a toll on the star. Can you guess what happened? He broke his toe. Yep, I'm talking about breaking bones over here. This isn't child's play. Now, you might think, oh, it was just another Johnny versus Daniel sparring session, where they call each other names, right? Totally adult behavior and not childish at all, right? Well, you're wrong about that. He wasn't fighting LaRusso for once. No, he was in a face-off against Martin Kove, aka Sensei Kreese, the guys who's responsible for Danny and Johnny's nightmares. There's no denying how bad of a sensei he was. Anyway, Martin isn't any stranger to martial arts in real life, and the show gave him a chance to brush up on his old skills. Though he did do too good of a job, because like I mentioned, his fight with Zabka didn't end on a good note. I wonder, if you break your toe, do you automatically win the fight? Zabka shared in an interview that his fight with Martin took a lot of time, definitely because of all the injuries he suffered during the film, including that broken toe. He added that he pulled his hamstring too, and that he got the toe injury when he jammed it on Kove's foot. Okay, but what was the aftermath of the broken toe situation? Did his stunt double step in for the fight? No. William decided to deal with it by yanking the broken toe back into place. Oh, and get this, he didn't even tell anyone about his injury. The show must go on, and Zabka followed that to the dot. You've got to admire his dedication, but I don't think the show's insurance team felt the same. Anyway, that's not the only time the actor got injured. He once hurt his back from doing his favorite power kick too much in Season 1 and had to get knee surgery. But that's not the worst part. After taking the fall, he had to use crutches for 2 whole months after filming was over. Yikes. That's just as bad as the time he got body slammed during his first fight with Kove in Season 2, because he hurt his back again. But don't worry, after a trip to the hospital, he was back in action as Johnny Lawrence. Zabka's like a moth to a flame when it comes to getting injured, because he's a regular at the hospital. He injured his ankle playing, quote, fake basketball once, and didn't do anything about it, because he thought it was just a sprain. Spoiler, it wasn't just a sprain, it was a torn ligament. At this rate, I think it's best that Williams is bubble wrapped from head to toe. It's for his own good. So, from his nasty showdowns with Martin Kove in the 2nd season to fighting Kreese in Cobra Kai, this was a look at all of William Zabka's best fight scenes.